So the transplant itself is not really as everybody thinks of it, just as if it was a donation of an organ or a surgery. It's more like a kind of infusion. It's a kind of transfusion, as simple as that. It's something very peaceful. You don't feel any kind of pain or other kinds of sensation. The horrible part is the chemotherapy. But apart from that, that's when you start feeling better and better. There's no surgery room, it's just a normal room. It's very nice. And they ask you what you'd like to have. I wanted some music, so they played some music. Also, the guys that were there were very kind to me. It was like 10-15 minutes. It was a nice memory. After the transplant, everything is going great until the 29th day of the month. Well, from the 17th to the 29th, when I had already to leave the hospital, everything was going all right. I had some kind of bacteria that was messing with me. The catheter was giving me some issues. I had some fever. They took the catheter out of me, and then I was in the hospital for 2-3 more days. I still had some fever. And once this is done, I could leave the hospital. It was the 7th of August. I was isolated because I had this kind of bacteria. After that, I came back home. This is something you need to prepare beforehand to go back to home. The visit I had the 1st of July, there was a social worker that was helping me with bureaucracy. So we had somewhere to go after I left the hospital, because otherwise afterwards it's very hard. Also because, there's a very intense rhythm, mainly in August. So we didn't have any issues. We just talked with the social worker. And the 4th of the month, we already got the house allowed for us. It's a very simple apartment. It's very simple, but we have everything we need. We're sharing a room in an apartment with another family. We don't know them yet. We have our own room, our own bathroom, washing machine, and all the essentials, and everything is going all right. And for me, it's also amazing because I'm next to my old school. In Zaragoza, we are having either self-transplants or transplants from another relative. And in my case, they were not doing any transplants from the international bank. And then my son and I were researching, and we went to Valdebron, to another hospital. Then Juan was also with me in the hospital for 31 days. He was not eating that well. It was horrible for him. But, well, that was the option we had. But, yeah. Then the thing of having an apartment, you pay the minimal thing. But, yeah, they help you. And if they help you, it's because you're in another region and needing to go twice a week to the hospital, usually Monday and Thursday, unless there's some unexpected situation, or if there's like an urgent situation, I can go there. We have both the social worker and the rest of the personnel in Valdebron clinic. I was researching on associations of cancer and other associations, and everybody sent me to Valdebrón social worker. His name is Miguel. In my case, it was one department. If you go to another department, there's other workers. In my case, it was a shared department. There was another family until now, but they have already left. And now we're waiting to see who else will come. But yeah, life here is very normal. I've started going to the gym, working out on my own pace with a face mask. I start walking on the street. I don't go to restaurants, for example. Groceries, we do it daily and we cook at home, which is something we used to do. But in other situations, for example, maybe it's not possible. In our case, we don't go to restaurants because of hygiene mainly. I need to take care of hygiene a lot. I have my own plates and my own utensils apart from the rest. We have all our own part with more like isolated, and the other room has their own part. We share a washing machine, we share some common spaces. But yeah, it's quite a normal, simple life. Yeah, in the medical reports I have, they say that I need to have everything super clean. If you have pets, you need to have them away from you because they are animals in the end, and we are very sick, so we need to take care. So in my case, I put a mask and that's it, because there's a lot of people, but I go on my own pace. I have a normal life. I go to the supermarket and put the face mask on, and then I buy my groceries. I come back home. I cook. It's the normal life I could have, and I try to enjoy these moments because it's actually amazing. I have some contact with people. I go to the supermarket. I speak with people. I have a normal life actually, as long as I go on Mondays and Thursdays to get the blood test and my levels are normal. I have a normal life. The only thing I cannot do is sunbathing, for example, because it really affects me. So I need to take care. I use protection. I don't go to the beach unless I am wearing long sleeves, but I don't really want to. And apart from that, quite a normal life. And what I always say is take care before and prepare for it before the procedure. Eat well and stay strong for the weak moments. It's the best thing, also mentally, of course. And from then on, fight a lot. But be ready beforehand. For us, it's been a year before the procedure that we were getting ready, eating, going to the gym, walking. If there were bad days, we stayed at home. Some days I was stronger, others weaker, but yeah, always trying to work out and living and eating as healthy as possible. That's all of the medication I'm taking. Some of these ones, I don't need to take them anymore. Yeah, some of them have been removed. And every time I go to visit, I've been taken off the corticoids by the 10th. I take a lot of medicines, I don't drink any alcohol, and I have a healthy life as long as possible. Yeah, in the hospital, I also got a cream that I was applying because, well, I needed it, but then it disappeared. It was a lot of red stains that I had all over my body. And then with a cream and also theoretically some tablets that I've never tried because the cream worked out greatly. And yeah, in 2 days, my whole body was red. What I was told is that it's because of the fight that my cells were fighting against the cells that were infused. And actually, I wanted to give them back the cream and the tablets for the itchiness because I didn't even take them. And they told me to keep it because probably down the road sometime I might have it again, and I shouldn't be scared of it because it sometimes happens. And another thing that I've noticed is that I've lost a lot of weight. But as I had already a nutritionist, I told him to change my diet because I was too thin. And that happens with all of the medicines and all of that. And also starting to have some physical activity again after being enclosed for a long time. So actually, I feel very grateful. I can only explain it after feeling the days before the infusion because they are horrible. I don't wish it on anybody because you don't even realize it after it has passed. Because in the moment you're feeling badly, but after it's even worse. It's actually revitalizing because it gives you the courage to fight for everything, to make others happy and to live happily. And you don't see problems as you saw them before. They are not problems anymore. From Zaragoza, every time I go to hematological treatments, I also go to a psychological therapist. And I speak with her for quite a while. She actually helps me to overcome all the feelings and everything. She really helps me. Actually, she's been calling me while I was in the hospital. She was video calling me when she was seeing me weaker. And also the family has been supporting me, which is essential. It actually helps you to overcome everything in a better way. And here in Barcelona, a psychologist has come twice. But I think I was more motivated than the girl. But yeah, everybody has helped me to find support. And also the nurses there have actually been special people who have been there helping me in every possible way, in every moment. You feel welcomed and supported, and that actually encourages you, it helps. And nowadays, as of right now, if tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, probably Teresa will call me. She will say, "Hey Montse, how's it going?" Same thing as my hematologist. She has never left me behind. Feeling supported is actually a lot. It couldn't be categorized. Do you remember that I said that I have myelofibrosis not categorizable? Because it was not primary or secondary. There were other mutations apart from JAK2 and other technical things that I don't know, but my doctors do know, so that's why they're helping me. There were some mutations that meant that my myelofibrosis was not in a category. So, as they were afraid that it could evolve into leukemia, they decided to carry on a transplant because they couldn't decide something else. Yeah, I had other mutations, and for what I've seen, when I've been infused, the person that has been the donor. Also had some small mutation, but it was actually beneficial for my situation. And there were actually 2 donors since October, but it was my body that was not ready. But since October, we already had the donors. We only needed to tell them and then carry out the punction on them and to get the bone marrow from them. And I'm just a young person now.